In this example, we're going to look at multiple representations of unit fractions. So a unit fraction is a fraction where the numerator is equal to 1. So we're asked to plot the following unit fractions on the number line: 1/2, 1/4, and -1/5. Label your points below the number line. So first, let's plot the point 1/2. So 1/2 is taking the whole, or the unit of 1, and breaking it into two equal pieces. It's very important that they're equal. Okay, and that would be about right here. Okay, so your point isn't going to be perfect, but you should try to make it pretty darn close. And I just want to label all of these points besides just this one. We could think of 0 as 0 out of 2. This is 1 out of 2, and 1 is 2 out of 2. So 0 halves, 1 half, and 2 halves. Don't forget to plot a point. You need to put a circle directly on the line where the point is located. Now let's look at 1/4. So 1/4 would be 1 out of 4. We need to break this unit into 4 pieces. Now notice when we broke this unit into 2 pieces, we made 1 cut. So cutting 1 in half breaks it into 2 pieces. So cutting into fourths, we would need to make 4 pieces. We're going to make 3 cuts. And there's kind of a nice way to do this with fourths. So you could think if you cut in half, that's 2 pieces. And then if you cut each half in half, so I'm going to eyeball about half there and half here. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces. Okay, so now the unit 1 is broken into fourths, so this is 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. And we want 1/4, which is right here. And in this last example, we want -1/5. Okay, so we need 5 pieces. So we're going to make 4 cuts. Okay. And since it's negative, we want to break between 0 and -1 into 5 pieces. And -1/5 will be -1 of those 5 equal pieces to the left. Okay. Now, breaking into fifths can be a little bit trickier. You kind of have to eyeball it, and you might not get it right your first try. But I'm going to think, well, a half would be about here, a quarter would be half of that, a fifth is a little less. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, 4 cuts. So now, notice they're not exactly equal. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fifths. But I did a pretty good job. Okay, if you did something, for example, I'm going to draw something over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would not be a good way to cut it into fifths, because remember, each of the pieces are supposed to be equally sized, and we can't get it perfect, but this is far from perfect. Imagine if this was, I don't know, a Twizzler, okay, and you shared it with 5 friends. If you got this piece, you did much better than the person who got this piece. So be careful about that, and I'm going to erase it because I don't even like it being there. Okay. Now we're at 0, so let's label these. This is 0/5. This would be -1/5, so it's 1/5 in the negative direction. -2/5, -3/5, -4/5, and -1 is the same as -5/5. And now let's plot -1/5.